Well, today is September 15. It's a Sunday, 2024. Nice, cool weather. It's about 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning. But last night, or already early this morning, about 3 o'clock, this place went crazy. There was a huge parade, marching band, and huge crowd walking right outside our window. Really loud with drums and trumpet and everything. It was pretty nuts. So, needless to say, I had to poke my head out a little bit and check out what it was. And it was crazy. So anyway, right now we are heading out. We're going to the Alcazar, Real Alcazar, which means basically royal palace, I believe, or royal castle. The word Alcazar is supposed to be derived from Arabic, which means palace or castle. I think we go straight. Alrighty, same route that we took. Wow. We were walking to the Spanish Plaza or Plaza de España late yesterday afternoon. Anyway, they put trash out here on the street for you to dump. I don't know if it belonged to a specific shop, which I think not. Whether it's trash, recycled, they got different bins, and they just leave it out on the street for you to throw your trash. And if they tell you they don't have breakfast, that's a lie. They got shops open, they got cafe open, although it is kind of late. It's like almost 10 o'clock, so it could be that they don't open that early. Maybe they open at, I think they say that many of them open at 9:30, something like that. And breakfast before that is you're not gonna have any. So this is Old Town or Central or the Antigo. So it's a little old. You walk around, you see lots of old apartments, but you also see these kind of historic building. And then there's a church ahead. Obviously, I believe we turn left and we will be hitting our destination. Alrighty, see you there. Okay. So Jenny's going to go ask what the heck was going on last night. In the meantime, we'll head towards the Cathedral and Alcazar, actually like right next to each other. So if you get to one, you will see the other. And to go to Alcazar, you go to the Lion's Gate and present your tickets. Although they tell you that, hey, on the website it says that, hey, you have to bring your passport or your ID, national ID or whatever, in order to enter. But so far we have not had any need for ID or anything. Not on the train, not any kind of admission, online bought tickets for admission. So not sure if any of that is true. We'll see. One of the religious ceremony, they say. Yeah. Oh, chair. So religious ceremony at 3:30 in the morning. It was crazy. There's some antiques to be had, including a Buddha figure. A little bit early for that. And here we come upon the cathedral, I believe. A little bit of light rail service at the ground level. Seville has no subway. This is what they have. Actually, they have a subway, It just doesn't come here because they don't want to probably dig it up. All these historic sites. That's I believe on the left we have the cathedral, and then on the right we have the Alcazar, maybe. And who knows what it is behind us. But this is the main drag. This is where we had dinner last night. Lots of pigeons fighting for that little crumb. And here we are at the Lion's Gate. Well, you can ride horse and buggy here. There's lots of people that do. Nice looking horse here. And Lion's Gate it is. Hopefully we don't have to stand in line because we already have tickets. And you can see the lion above the entrance there. This plaza is called Plaza del Triunfo. After a quick security check, we are in the Alcazar, and what they are saying is that you can get an audio guide or you can just read the sign, which are in Spanish and English. So we'll probably just hang out a little bit. Just read the signs. No need to hurry. You can see this is a old, what looks like a old wall of some kind. And here's a general plan. And it looks like over there is a guided tour. Little in-ground fountain here that's no longer functional and surrounded by a wall, high wall, which makes this a castle, I believe. And I guess we are here. Usted está aquí. I guess it means that you are here. Okay, we'll have to see what's so important about coming here. Why is it a must-see? So once you pass through these arches, then you have this building. So audio guide. So let's see if we can get this to work. I suppose this is the main courtyard. So we just, because we don't have a fast internet connection, our audio guide hardly works. So looks like they got a nice concert set up here, but I believe the main attraction is this facade here. The big door, great door at the bottom. We came in through the Lion's Gate, so I assume that's kind of important. So you can see the lion and the castle, kind of a tiling here. All along the door. The door is pretty high. The door is probably 15-20 feet high. Inside here is called the Admiral's Hall. Good for a little conference here. And some portraits on the wall, and here's the big one. Someone being, not sure if this is a trial or he's being coronated or what, huh? Looks like it's probably a coronation since there's a crown here. Although he looks like he's being like put on trial or something. And this looks like a court, doesn't it? Doesn't look like a coronation or forum or something like that. This looks like the court of Alcatraz. Attached to the room is what it looks like a little chapel. Well, little room as compared to a lot of rooms that we've seen. The room itself is actually pretty good size, probably about 30 by 30 or something like that. Decoration is pretty okay, although definitely very Catholic with wallpaper, coat of arms, or shields, not coat of arms, I guess. Okay. This is called the Hall of Justice, and supposedly this water feature is very important in Islamic religion. The significance of which you will have to figure out for yourself. But it's very interesting, this water feature which flows out to this garden here, a little pond, pool. Must be an older part of the castle here. Don't know if those false columns were filled in later or they were built like that. And there's some columns here also, which doesn't go anywhere. And then there's a little corridor here. And I guess these are the Moorish decoration. Very intricate details, yep. Well, now we are approaching the upper palace, which is the official residence of the King of Spain in this city. And here we go to the upper room, where you have the Exposure Carranza collection. So staircase looks a little bit worn down in terms of the steps here, but the decoration is got 2 layers, but definitely, I forgot what you call that, but definitely, definitely very European. I dare say English, but this is not English. Although lots of repeating patterns, so I would not say that this is an overly impressive place, but probably for that period it was. Who knows? Though this is just Seville. And then you turn around, it's this glass enclosure. I assume that this was not enclosed usually. This here is an exit. Go to the beginning. Wow, that's a big platter. city open to the world. So Seville was actually a port, even though it's just on the river. This guy here is Triana. Wow. It's some kind of an exhibition, I guess. Well, it's a collection. We'll see. Looks like it's a collection of the tiles that you use here. Probably nothing that interesting. The fascination with perfect geometry is captured in this example of tile mosaic. The colors, meticulous execution, the small tiles, and the type of crenellations crowning the compositions lead these tile fragments to be attributed to the artisans who in the 14th century decorated the Alhambra in Granada in the time of Muhammad V and the Royal Alcazar of Seville during the reign of Peter I of Castile. I guess in those days this is all done by hand and everything, so probably super fancy 14th century. Check this one out. And these are from the 6th century AD, of course. Pretty impressive. And this is from the 16th century, 1,000 years. And you can tell that, well, this is not Moorish because it's got human and animal figures. So these must be Spanish or Christian. So later, what happened was, I believe, tiles, decorations evolved from just simply decorative to more of telling a story or recording of events. Here is a hunting, and this one is from the 18th century and take on a more religious significance. Of course, here is the crucifixion story, and this is from the 18th century. This is probably Pilate. This here is the assistant's courtyard. You can see the pond supposed to be fed on both sides with this little spout here that somehow has internal piping to pump water up and then down into this little reservoir and then overflow into the pond. Over there, there's a little fountain with this guy's mouth open, I suppose. So very nicely designed. I love it. And in the cool of the morning, even more spectacular. I'd sit here and have my breakfast anytime. Interesting floor tiling pattern, and then they never miss a chance to put in a water feature. Very nice. And here's the main facade of the palace, I guess. Well, just now we saw the assistant's courtyard, and now we see the real courtyard. Good for pictures, I guess. Great for taking pictures, especially the upstairs. But I don't see any head upstairs, so I'm sure there's no access. Very impressive, very nice. Especially love the water features that they have. I think when I get home, I'm going to have to put in some water features. Maiden's Courtyard. This is the Garden of Troy, and the most interesting thing is a functional fountain. Well, not exactly a fountain, more like just a water feature, but the fact that it's working is nice. But if it had been flowing hundreds of years, the hole in the ground will be, the pit in the ground will be huge right now. They even have a water runoff system, although it runs off into the ground here. Doing a little refurb here. Very interesting design concept. Very soothing. Ladies' Garden. Got the best fountain here. Although it's not a spray up, but a kind of a drop down, kind of flow down kind of a fountain. Very nice nonetheless. And the sound of the water is just soothing. So I suppose this is water storage or something like that. Perfect reflection. Very nice. The Garden of Flowers. Jardin de la Fleurs. They always have some water features. Pretty nice. Hey, this one even have fish. Check it out. Don't know if you can see it, but la fish, la poisson, la pescadero, la yu. And on the second floor here is the chapel of the Gothic palace. And you can see this is no Muslim. And you can see the Gothic style ceiling, I suppose, where it comes to a point just a little bit stronger than the Roman arches, so they can build it higher. And on the wall,
in the shade of the gardens, maybe.
Yes, all this mosaic. And they're still hanging this tapestry, which has been outdated by mosaics. And here it's called the Hall of Charles V, or Vaults Hall.
Thank you. It's true that it's like you have to be.
So must be an older one because of all the fantastic tapestry. And then there's this vault here, which security is closing on us. Well, it's very hot in here, that's for sure. I think temperature is rising. Lots of mosaics on this room, but we are going to go walk out on the veranda. I think we found it. The way to the upper level. This is the biggest point so far. Alrighty. The Real Alcazar. Having a little bit of ready-made paella for lunch. We are having the seafood paella, and it's sort of like a fast food, but probably a lot more delicious. And they actually just warm it up for you with a microwave. And here you have the Valencia, which is chicken and ham, or the seafood, and squid, and some kind of I think macaroni. So we are having this seafood thing. Not sure. Well, I'm sure they make it here. It's not frozen. There's no reason to. And you can see the big kind of a salt pan, flat pan kind of thing with the sauce. So should be all right. Time for some paella. Paella. Well, how's the paella?
Pretty good.
It's basically
First
rice.
time I'm eating it, so I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But everybody's eating it, so it must be good.
I think it looks pretty good. Well, that was our lunch, and it was okay. It was pretty good. Probably not as authentic as it could be, but hey, it's cooked on the spot, and it's just the reasonable portion that Jenny and I can share and be filled. I mean, if each one of us get a portion, we'll have to throw half of it away. So this is in the shadow of the cathedral, which we will visit tomorrow. That will be an interesting experience because we're gonna take the tour walking on the rooftop at 9 a.m. though, a little bit early for us. A little bit of eye shopping. So it's after 5 o'clock and it's still blazing hot. So we are heading out to this place called Metropole Parasol, which is like a big wooden mushroom structure, which is a big tourist attraction. We're gonna walk around there a little bit, and then we're gonna meet our guide there for our tapas tour tonight. And the idea is that they take you to a few different tapas bar and then introduce you to the tapas there. Very hot. We are here, and here's the structure. Supposed to be, you can you can pay a few euros to go up to the top and walk around. And at night there's a light show in the evening, something like that. Looks pretty interesting. But it's so blazing hot, I'm not walking up there. And this is the square right around that Metropole Parasol. You can hang here, have some food, have some drink. It's pretty nice. And we're supposed to meet our guide at the fountain here. In the meantime, well, that'll be another 15 minutes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So in the meantime, we'll just walk around a little bit. Food market inside.
I was working there because I studied history. I was working for 10 years as archaeologist. And it's a very
Our
nice
tour
place to
starts.
visit. And as well, you can go to the roof and you can enjoy the views. At 9 is a very good moment. So today we have time. So after 2, for example, it's a good moment to...
And now we're off. I guess this tour is so popular that they actually have too many people, had to split into 2 groups. So the first one we're going to go to is this La Commissura. Not sure if it's a market or it is a bar or restaurant of some kind. Anyway, I'm sure that the place that we go to will all be pretty big because, you know, accommodates all the 2 groups and everything. It'll be interesting. All these are orange trees all over the place, although I've been told that nobody here eats these oranges. Not supposed to anyway, I think.
Roman Forum
This is the highest and the oldest part of the city.
Almost 2,000 years old. It's a Roman city. And here in Seville, as I said, I was working as an archaeologist. Here in Seville, in the city center, the historical center, if we dig down 2 meters.
So this is where we're going first, La Escalona.
When I was child, here was traffic, and this square was very famous because here every Sunday morning was a pet market. Now you know that you have to have animals. But 30 years ago, it was normal to buy animals. Okay, so here was if you wanted to buy a dog, cat, bird, or whatever.
So our place is already set up for us, so we are going to go just sit down, I guess. How we're gonna sit, we will see. Okay.
You want just half cortada is the line is here, okay, so it's half full. And you have to say cortada. If not, probably they give you the biggest beer, okay, because it's the most expensive beer. Okay, here is no problem because everything is cheap, okay. But about food as well, it's very important that you have to say always the size of food that you want, because we have 3 sizes. We have tapa is a small portion. We have media, it's half plate, or we have plato or ración, is the biggest plate. If you don't say nothing, sometimes in the touristic areas, they will give you the biggest plate because it's the most expensive plate. But maybe you want to eat 2 croquettes, you don't want to eat 20 croquettes. Okay, so it's important you say the size of food that you want. And tapas, the original, the word is because 100 years ago when you were in a bar in Spain and you ordered a glass of wine, okay, because beer is something new from the last 100, 150 years, was covering the plate was covering with a plate. Okay, and here was a slice of cheese or jamon or whatever, because it was easier to carry for the waiter and as well was to protect drink for flies and maybe the atmosphere wasn't very clean. In Spanish, to cover means tapar. Okay, so from tapar is tapas. Okay, and now tapas means a small portion of food. Can be soup, can be sandwich, everything in a small portion is a tapa.
Try red tuna.
People that they love red tuna, always they buy the best red tuna here in Cadiz to take away.
I guess that's
Usually we eat with
calamari.
olive oil and almonds. This is a way to preserve food, okay?
So now you got the
This is one of my
squid and the fish. So this place coming alive, this town square here, and of course lots of people drinking and kids playing and musicians singing. And hope that music doesn't cause a problem for me.
Okay, but it's open at 9:30. Okay, so it's just for
Wow,
it's not
okay.
a tapas bar. It's just to
Open at 9:30.
about these colors. Okay, you will see here in Seville a lot of buildings with these 2 colors. This kind of yellow and this kind of red. Okay, this is amarillo albero. This is the same yellow than the sand of the bull rings. Okay, and this red is rojo carmesí. It's not exactly red. It's darker. And because the Sevillian flag, the flag of the city has these 2 colors. Okay, so you will see a lot of buildings of white, or this kind of yellow, or this kind of red. Okay.
It's a tiny place, so definitely we are sitting right next to a bar.
Place, so all the places for us. ¿Qué pasó, ¿Todo bien?
Pretty cute place. I got some garlic here to walk off the spirits.
¿Siempre a partir de ahora? Es que esta semana, tío, no he trabajado con esta.
Sí, sí, desde el miércoles ya somos 7 no días. Venga, alguien antes de tal día, yo prefiero.
Vale, eso es porque como hay de otros sitios.
Jenny man sitting at the bar. What would they think of next? Next bar is more drinking.
I think that everybody has.
Yes, because there's music in the evening.
We're sitting here and waiting for more tapas. It looks like cheese here. and looks like cold meat. And the ham here is
Okay,
really
the
good, by
correct
the
way
way.
to
7 years
No.
of bad.
I didn't drink it.
just leave.
Not supposed
Okay,
to drink
the correct way
without.
to take this glass
cheering.
is here, this way, okay? Because if we take it here, we warm a drink, okay? So we have to take it on this, or here, or this way, okay? Because if not, it's warming very, very, very fast. So, salud.
Salud.
Local cheese, local wines, okay, local products. This is from the White Villages, the places that I said between Seville and Ronda, and it's a goat cheese, okay, and it's very, very popular here in the south. And this is with red pepper jam. Usually, always cheese here. If you order a type of cheese, usually it's always with something sweet, or honey, or different kinds of jams. Or so, yes, can you?
Thank you.
Wait, and if you want the picos,
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
this we didn't have it in the first place. This is picos, okay? This is very important here in Seville. If you are in other cities, you will not find it, but here in Seville, always waiter will give you fork, knife, and picos, bread sticks. Okay? We didn't have in the first place because we ate fish. Okay? And usually we don't eat it with fish, but if not, always waiter will give you picos.
Okay.
Okay, here we have.
Because you always just maintain it.
One mess is enough.
Guys, here we have the second bite. Here we have, it's just a toast. This is bread with tomato jam and smoked sardines.
Okay. Okay. How do you like the cheese? Very good.
But very good.
Yeah.
You know that was a, can I say?
Yes.
That was a goat cheese.
It's goat cheese, but it's good. See, everything up there is goat cheese or sheep cheese.
So that was the paella.
Payoyo, yes. Payoyo is a kind of goat.
Oh, I love goat cheese.
So now you like goat cheese. And this one is good.
Yeah.
But here, you mean the drink?
No, what we ate. Sounds good to me.
So this is the third one here, and this is probably my favorite one in this tour. Okay, this is a thing that you only the tapa that only you can find it in this place. Okay, so this is chorizo with caramelized onions and chipotle mayonnaise. So again, we mix with salty and sweet tasties, but it's an explosion of flavor.
And with this place here, hey, it doesn't even have a name outside. And then we are on to our third stop. And Jenny Man had goat cheese, and she liked it. Well, at least she claims she does. Maybe she's just being polite. I don't know.
And as well as it's not very spread out, so you can go walk.
All right, here's the next one. La Espuela. Cocina abierto todo el día. Hey, kitchen open every day. Nice. San Morico. Oh, San Morico. I see. So everybody passing it around. Sure, lots of glasses here. Fried cod with tomato sauce. Alrighty, our last bar of the day. So,
Okay, this is Mateos Gago. This Mateos Gago is the pedestrian street with a lot of bars on the both sides. At the end of this street, we are.
okay, at the end of the street is the cathedral. So, very close to where we are living.
Because I don't like to stop there because sometimes I speak very, very low. But
So, this is our last bar.
now it's an Italian restaurant. Okay, but we can see here where I say that how the city grows, with the different civilization, because always civilization built on the top of the civilization before. So this was an old Moorish baths. So we can see now it's an Italian restaurant. So, but we can see how this place is like 2 meters down. Okay, so we can imagine how was the level of the Moorish city. This was the.
Well, it's an interesting place. This is actually I believe, a Italian restaurant. The first Italian restaurant, or any kind of non-Spanish restaurant in Seville. Used to be the place to hang out. Bring your girlfriend here. If you're from Seville. Casa de la Guitarra. Central Cultural Flamenco. I guess this is where you come watch flamenco. Ah, okay. So you can probably get tickets, see a show, and then I see. Yep, you can definitely come here and see a show. But we'll be seeing a show in a couple of days. Bar entre calles. Bar entre calles. And we are going to go by the wayside. You're going in the back door.
One day I'll be retired.
This is the same structure. This kind of houses, for example, this one is from the 19th century. You can see here, 1882. And it's the same structure that Roman houses with a courtyard, no atrium in the middle, corridor, and rooms around the corridor.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, heading back. Yeah, it's a little bit like Venice. Narrow streets, lots of tourists. We're heading back through the Jewish quarter, and we don't know where we're going, but we are heading that way. The Ceramica. Oh, here's the ceramics. You want to go and take a look? Welcome to our home. Bienvenidos a esta casa. A little bit of a convenience store kind of place.
Look at my orange.
No, not real oranges. Not real orange. Pretty neat place to just walk around a little bit. Definitely a little bit like Venice. Narrow streets, 90% tourist.